Hello everyone, welcome along to a brand new season's Let's Play for the channel. We are of course going to be here in SandyBay because I've been waiting a very long time for this map to officially release. I did a series on this map about a year ago when FS19 first came out, but it wasn't an official version of this map. It was basically just a ported version of the previous version from 17, and this new updated version is a million times better. It's an official release. It is available on the in-game mod hub, and I believe the map will be available for consoles soon. Don't know exactly when, but might even be out already by the time this video comes out. But what we're going to do with this series is this is going to be a season's Let's Play with all the difficulty except for economic difficulty. It's set to easy because reasons. We start with a fair amount of machines. I'll go through them shortly, but first of all, look at that view. That is a not bad view. Can't complain at that at all. But we have periodic ploughing on, we have lime required, we have weeds, all that kind of fun stuff. We also have fuel set to default, and as always I have dirt on fast because I just think it's better. We start off with some cows and some chickens. Now, what I've noticed with this map is there's no cow option up here. Now, I watched Dagobin's latest video on this, episode 2 he was on when I'm recording this, and he had the same thing. I don't know if it's a bug with the map or if it's just something about this map that it just doesn't show you. Maybe there's another way, but if there is a way of finding out how your animals are doing, please let me know in the comments because I have no idea. I also have a couple of hay bales here, and one up here because this is where you feed them. As far as I can tell, I don't know very much about this map. The other people's videos that I've watched about this map, I've not paid the greatest attention to them. Not for any bad reason, it's just I've been watching them before I go to bed at night, and half the time I fall asleep halfway through them. But equipment wise, I went for this awesome Larry plane. I love little details like that. But I went for this awesome Fendt 6275L combine with the correct header for it, not a very big header. And we have this cultivator, the Amazon AW6600. You've seen down there that we have a Marshall slurry tanker. It's a little babby one, but I like it because it's Marshall. And fun fact, there's a Marshall trailer store slash production factory not far from where I'm originally from. Trailer wise, we went for the Bednar trailer, TC 2100, presumably 2100 litres. It's yellow, it's different, not used it before, thought I'd give it a shot. We've got this is a mod. This is a Bernistad Infusion 1600, and you can get this in the 6 metre or 8 metre variants. I went for it in the 6 metres, and it also has fertilisation. It's all very well good and fancy and stuff. Trailer wise, you can see we have our first supplies here because I am not going to be using any of the magic refill sites available on this map. I want to use solely pallets. So we have seed, we have lime, and we have liquid fertilizer, which is somewhat ironic because I don't have a sprayer. We have this Lemkin Diamond 12 plough, really nice plough, 4.5 metres I believe. Over here we've got our chickens. Now the markers are here for the chickens. I gave them 1 pallet of chicken food just to get me started. I might have to buy more, I might not. I also got these egg cages, but I did put them in the wrong place initially, so we have an egg box as well. Now we're starting with £150,000 because there are some pieces of equipment that we just don't have and we are going to need. But like I said, we are starting with a fair bit of equipment. This is where I'm keeping the tractors. So we have the Fen 820 Vario. This is the Gen 2 version of this mod. Very nice. Big fan of Fen. The Fast Track, this came with the map anyway, and I thought, you know what, it's a decent tractor, might as well. And over here we have the Class Arian 630, I believe? Yeah, 630, with the front loader. I don't know if the forks and the implements are meant to be white on these, but it just seemed like the right thing to do. And we don't have anything in there. As for land, we have field 12 here, field 4 here, 121. This field here, which I believe is for the sheep. And this is the cow field. We obviously start with all the free land. That's standard with the map. This comes, all the other farms are included. And yeah, so we have a decent amount of land spread out a bit. Most of it's, well, the big land's near the farm, and we have these 2 fields up here as well. I thought I got another one, but obviously I didn't. But I will want to get more land. Now I want to keep the series running fairly long term because this map is worth that. This map is amazing. And like I said, I want to do it, I'd like to say realistic, but that's a minefield to say that. I'm not a farmer, I don't know an awful lot about farming. And on top of that, there is limitations in the game for realism. But I'd like to do it as realistic as possible most of the time. Feel free to catch me out if I do something that is just straight up silly, but at the same time bear in mind, it is a game, there's limitations, and there's limitations to my knowledge of farming as well. So if I do something that is wrong, rather than just tell me, oh, you did that wrong and all that, if you know how to do it right, let me know. And if it's something that I'm able to replicate in the game, I'll do my best to do that. But first thing we need to do is, well, I think we've got more machines. I thought we had more machines, so let me just check the garage. Would appear not. So there are things we are going to need. We're going to need a lime spreader. We're going to need a sprayer. We do have a seeder already. But like I said, we have lime required on. So I think what we'll do is we will go down to the shop and pick up a lime spreader. Now, I've got quite a lot of mods on. As you can see, I have the more vehicle information mod, as well as increased fuel usage, and the def add-on. So we've got to add fuel additives in, as well as more drive information, which I don't actually know how to use. Let me have a look here. This is the first time of me actually using this mod, so I don't know if I... That's not it. I'll make that small. How do I go forward? That is a question. Let me figure this out and I'll get back to you. Okay, figured it out. You have to set the key binding. So I've set mine to forward and back on the directional keys on my keyboard. So let's head down to the shop. Now, I believe, I might be wrong here, but I believe that all-wheel steering isn't actually allowed on UK roads. So we'll turn that off. One of the other things that I'd like to do to add realism is try and follow general rules of the road. Now I know that the speed limit for tractors on UK roads is 20 mile an hour, I believe, but that one will miss that one out because tractors are slow enough as it is without any extra help. But one of the things I'd like to do, like I was saying, is we're not going to use the hotkey for the store. I might actually unbind it altogether. So if we need to go to the store, we actually have to go there, because that just seems like the right thing to do. I mean, ordering equipment in is obviously something you can do, but you can't necessarily always do that. If there's any suggestions you'd like to make, then feel free to include them. And one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do a first look map tour, because I feel like quite a few people have already done that, and it doesn't seem necessary. I didn't get access to this map before it was released, so I wasn't able to beat the trend, if you will, and keep up with that one, but that's absolutely fine. This map is very loud though on those. I have all my volume controls set down to as low as they will before they are actually muted, and things are still very loud. Not sure what to do about that. I even have the audio on recording software turned down to 50% for the game volume, so you'll have to let me know if it's still too loud. Right, here we are at the shop, which has changed a little bit from the FS19 version of this map. So if I figure out where the buy trigger is, presumably inside. Where's the door? Here. Like I said, we are going to need a fertilizing spreader that will take lime, and I don't just want to get one of these standard ones. I've used that one quite a lot before, so I don't have any new mods, that's the only problem. £10,000 and it will take lime. It's only 6 meter spread width though. That's going to be painful on this map. I think we'll go for this one. We'll go for Michelin with standard wheels. £24,500. Now of course it will magically appear outside, but like I said, limitations of the game and all that. So there it is there. We're already down £25,000. I have to put the tractor in reverse, and it's weird, you put the tractor in reverse and push forward. The one thing I've not figured out if I'm going to do yet is manual attach, so let me know in the comments if manual attach is something you'd like to see. It would definitely fit in with what I'm trying to go for, but I don't have it enabled as of yet. I'll let you guys decide if that's something you want to see, because it does add a lot, but it also takes a lot too. There's a lot of animated features on this map. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. Obviously we are going to drive around the map at some point, not in a tour sense, just in our daily activities. Oh. Got the police coming the other way, don't want to annoy them. As most of you will be aware, there are speed cameras and speed traps on this map that you will get fined if you are speeding. Oh, this is not the machine that we're going to use for this, but this is going to be the traveling tractor, if you will. Most of the time anyway. We will use our other tractors. In fact, I think the Fendt is going to be the one that we use to actually spread lime on our fields. I'd like to spread lime and plough. I think that would be a good thing to do. In fact, we're going to use the class to spread lime because I want the Fendt to be ploughing. I think it has more power than even this, it's just not as quick as this. So as for when these episodes are going to be released, I'm going to be releasing these on Saturdays and Sundays for the time being. If you want to see more of it, let me know, and I will do my best to deliver the series you want to see when you want to see it. For now, what I'm going to do is park this here. We'll switch it off. We're going to jump into the class. I don't think I can actually get in there to get those off where that's at, so we might have to move that trailer. That trailer is incredibly heavy. It is a trailer that we may end up changing because it is very heavy. We will just take this over here for now. It's not completely blocking the entrance, but we will park it around there. Oh, I'm already catching myself out with that drive control. Now what we need to do is get to the lime underneath. Drive control is going to take some getting used to. I'd rather not knock the pallets off if I can avoid it. One of the other things I don't have any of is weights. So we might potentially have to get some of those. And now we're just going to put this pallet, well, these pallets that I take off, over here. But I'll crack on with this and get the lime out and filled up, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, all filled up and we're now ready to go. I just need to turn around and we're going to head off to field 4. I'm coming down here just because I'm being lazy and I don't want to have to reverse. I've also moved the more vehicle information panel over a little bit because when you have a trailer with that product in it, it was overlapping and it just didn't look quite right, so I've moved it to the side there so you can see all the information that you need to see. I have a bit of lime left and I've emptied the trailer completely. Field 4, not 100% sure how to get to it, but I think it's down this way. And we'll get lime spread on it. Hopefully we have enough to do it. I'm not 100% sure, we might have to get more lime. If we do it, I'll do it off camera though, because that seems like something that's going to be a bit on the tedious side, the way that I've decided to run this series. Like I said, this map has dynamic features on it, so in winter you'll get potholes in the road and flooded fields and all that kind of fun stuff, and in spring they fix the potholes, so there's various like pop-up roadworks that happen in spring. The other thing you'll notice is I decided to start on day 2 of spring, and that is exactly for the same reason as why Dagman did it. It's because at day 1 there is just nothing to do. So I spent day 1 setting everything up. We're doing 6-day seasons. But this is our field here, field 4, and looking at it now, we almost definitely don't have enough lime to do all of this. Now, this trailer, you have to do a few things. Unfold it and lower it before it will actually work. And it's also movement based, so when you stop, it stops too. This is a lime spreader I have used before. But hopefully we have enough to get this field done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into a bit of a time lapse just now, crack on with this, and I will see you guys at the end.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
Okay guys, that is that field all spread with lime. I made the rookie mistake of not actually checking whether it was required or not. I think it was though, but I don't think that field needs ploughed. Field 1 though does need ploughed and lime, but I'm going to plough it first and then cultivate the lime in. That's probably not the right way to do it, but again I have no idea. So what we're doing just now is we're in the fen. We're going to make our way down to the store and pick up a front weight, because that's something else that I didn't get in preparation for this. Completely slipped my mind. Front weights are a thing that is required, but all of the tractors that we've got do go over 30 mile an hour, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that they're all fairly quick, bad in the sense that I can technically get across speeding in them all. So far I have not got any speeding tickets just yet, at least not while recording. While I was setting up I got many. So let's run over, we'll grab a weight and then we'll go back and get the plough and we'll head over to field 1. Okay guys, here we are, we have the plough, we have a very large front weight. And as you can see, I've put dual wheels on the back of the Fent because this seems like something that would happen. Again, I have no idea. If it's not, let me know, but it seems like more traction would be a good thing. Field 1's entrance is just down here on the right. So let's go ahead and unfold the plough. I feel like that's the wrong way around. How do I rotate it? B. Don't normally use conventional ploughs, I normally use what is effectively subsoilers. This tractor should have more than enough power to do this. It's having no trouble at all pulling this. But I'm gonna plough as best I can, but I'm not gonna guarantee that I get every tiny little last bit of the field, because I'm just not that good at ploughing. But I think it's time for a second time lapse, so hopefully you enjoy this one, and nice to see this field fully ploughed. I'll see you in just a moment. Okay guys, I very much bit off more than I could chew here. That time lapse was 45 minutes long. Obviously it's not going to be 45 minutes to watch, but it took me 45 minutes to record that, which is obviously a very, very long time. I didn't think it would take anywhere near this long to plough this field. But saying that, did I plough this field in the most efficient way? Most definitely not. Did I make mistakes like hitting poles? Most certainly. But it's a learning process. I did warn you, I'm not very good at the whole ploughing thing. We've missed bits and pieces here and there. But as long as the majority of the field is done, I'm happy. So we just got this little stretch of headland here to do. That is a very loud plane. So there we go guys. 90% ploughed field. Let's just fold the combine, not the combine, it's a funny looking combine, fold the plough back up and we'll head back down to the farm. Before we do that, let's have a look at the map. As you can see, quite a few red dots on there where I've missed and a big stretch down there, but I'm not going to worry about that. But this field is as far as it needs to be ploughed, but it does, however, need lime. Now this field up here, if we get rid of those, it does not need ploughing, and field 12 doesn't require either of those. But that is, wow, that makes it look so much worse. But we'll worry about fertilising and things like that possibly in the next episode. But for now, let's just get this tractor back to the farm. Now, while I was spending an excessively long time ploughing, I came to the conclusion that we're going to need some kind of steady income. I'm thinking a placeable. Possibly some beehives, maybe a small solar panel, something along those lines. I say a small one because we can't afford the big ones. Because we are going to need to have money coming in, and with it being seasons, milk is the only way we're going to have that, and productivity of the cows is bound to be shockingly low. Because so far all they've had is hay. They've had a little bit of hay just so they didn't starve, but we are going to have to worry about getting them some actual food on the go. Let's put the plough back now that we're actually finished with it for now. I feel like this is a good place to keep the plough tucked out of the way. Of course, this tractor is very dirty and we do not have pressure washer. Now, spreading lime on that field, that's something that is definitely going to need to be done. But we're not going to do that today, because what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to call this episode here, because it has been a very long episode to record, and I need to get this video ready for publishing on Saturday. So thank you all very kindly for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you'd like to see more of this series, then let me know. The best way to let me know is with a like rating or a comment. And as always, if you're new to the channel, you can hit that subscribe button, and you can also ring the bell icon. That way you get notified of all new uploads and live streams that are in the future. And you can also find me on Discord. The link to my Discord server is in the description. I'm also on Twitter. My Twitter name will pop up on screen just now. Just search for that on Twitter and you will find me. And thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.